Hey, we're back.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. We're leafing through this stuff.
Yes. And I think I was going to buy a book.
Yes, but which book?
Could I see my choices again?
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring
there
an
was that
extremely
one.
muscular, sword-wielding
Man from
barbarian
Helmdall
on
and the
cover.
Devil Woman. Or did we?
And
Hold on, did we
none
buy
of these give stat boosts, right?
I don't know. It might give XP reading it. I have no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, because we played the game.
Shelves filled to the brim
We
with crime
had...
novels
I want to
featuring
buy
a
this Dick
supposedly
Mullen novel.
stalwart
Yeah.
Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
Okay, and what was the other middle one? I mean, the left middle one.
I think it was this one.
This bookstore is not strictly
Book of
about
Medicinal
crime,
Purposes of the
romance,
Pale.
and biographies of famous
And
people.
there was another
There's
one that
also-
you just walked by.
I don't think that we had an option on this one.
Shelves
we
full
did.
of biographies of
The
famous
Greatest
people,
Innocence.
whoever they are.
I will take the Dick Mullen and the Greatest Innocence.
A true cultural touchstone. Enjoy the...
Alright, and then...
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
of course. Such violence and immorality.
Shopkeep? What's
I
with
mean,
all this
enjoy.
crime fiction?
I mean, you've watched all this, but you want to go over it again?
Nah. That seems a different shade of red than the typical unanswered ones.
I can confirm it was the same.
Okay.
Alright, I think we can actually go meet up with the guy on the balcony now? Because it's, what, it was 21?
Yes?
We're just about? Which would put us at...
9 p.m.
Yeah, which is, I think, when we needed to get up there. Alrighty, let's go see our friend.
And you said on day 3 a new portion of map will open up?
I did.
Awesome.
Also, once we put Kim to bed, we can go and talk about things and stuff.
And ideas and concepts.
Oh, you have no idea.
You're right, I have no idea. Why? Should I have an idea?
You hear distant traffic. The night is falling on the city. A maroon glow of light pollution arises from the east.
So those red and gold ones didn't give us any money.
Nope, your skills are what's doing it, not just what's in the area.
Okay, because I thought all
This
circles
store is
gave us
magnetic
money.
and
Just the
appears
green
to
ones.
be reinforced.
Okay.
Someone here really values their security. No one answers.
We should return in the evening. At
Oh,
9
at
p.m.
21? Okay, so let's wait, like, 4 minutes. Let's read a novel in the meantime.
Okay.
The Greatest Innocence by João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. The book is large.
Damn, that's a long name. Crack open the immense tome.
Browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand
Oh my
the
god, that
ceaseless
skipped our
overflow,
time.
the sprawl of names, dates, places, events historical. Most of it ends up as a twisted mass of facts inside your brain. Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that? No. Oh well, it's pop quiz time. Let's see what you've learned. This might take a few minutes. You ready?
We could back out for now, I guess.
Oh
Since
God, no! Let me
our-
out of
our
here.
buddy's here.
Disappointing. You'll never get anywhere with that attitude.
Hello, friend.
Who
John
just
Emery.
randomly
You
appeared?
found me.
The young man on the balcony gives a bright smile before taking another drag on his cigarette.
And his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Is that significant?
I don't know.
We found a key hidden under a stone. Was it yours?
It was mine. My friends use it from time to time to visit me.
He looks back at you. Something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
Honestly, I'm just trying not to screw anything up.
Beautiful.
He says again. A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
He nods toward door number 28.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Very well, I will talk to him. But first, I want to talk to you. I have so many questions.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark, and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one. Downstairs, a cat crosses the yard, disappearing into the bush.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
Run where?
To the city. It's a beautiful night.
A man on high heels stumbles out of a basement club, music blasting over the entire district. It's chilly, and as the chemicals hit his nervous system, 1,000 shivers ripple through his body.
Okay. Only if you promise we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Ayo.
New skill point. There's something different about him that I can't put my finger on.
Different, of course.
He smells good. Why on earth does he smell so good?
He smells good.
The lieutenant squints his eyes, trying to hold back laughter.
That's weird, right?
He smells good, and that's weird.
Kim, give us something. Come on, man.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
He nods at the apartment door before you.
So wait, before we go in,
Uh-huh.
how many other times do you think Kim is really containing his laughter? Us.
I don't know. I mean, our stats will tell us if he's doing it, but, you know. Unless-
Okay, because
if they can't
because
tell us.
I'm just wondering of like us picking mailboxes randomly, us saying wacky things. Kim's like, "Oh, okay, detective," and on the inside he's like, "Oh my God, what's wrong with you?"
I don't know, he could be. Maybe he tells you that by the end of the game. I have no idea. Here we
Okay,
go.
who is this? Sunday friend.
Well, I mean, I think we need to raid his house first.
Oh,
I mean, look what we can get. We can get this party dragon silk robe.
what? Party dragon?
And we can get this Samaran conical hat.
Put on the hat. Put on that hat. Yes. Yes.
But it kills our suggestion. We're insensitive
Oh!
bachelor party. We have insensitive bachelor party vibes.
But
It's super logical for a cop to wear this.
yes, yes.
But we could wear this with it. Become an addict in a strange bathing robe. Become a dragon.
Sure. Yes.
I don't know if this is a good idea. I forget if there's anything in here. Oh, there's a
yellow
perception
dot.
thing. Dates for open lectures at the local university. Huh. All right, Sunday friend. What do you have? Oh, expensive men's perfume lingers in the air. So I don't remember if we can get back into this room, so I'm probably just gonna pop all these green dots.
Sure. I would enjoy that.
An old photo of the same apartment dated '01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. A quarterly business magazine. Dishes soaked up in a pot. Flyers for underground parties. An empty ashtray. I'll just make sure that there's nothing that's going to pop up if I look in. Nope, nothing. Alright.
Okay.
You have acquired the hat. Keep it, officer. It looks good on you.
Oh my god, he references the fact that we stole this hat.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé. I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Wait, but we're wearing the stuff.
Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe that I'm wearing right
Yes.
now.
That's one.
Or the
That's
hat.
one.
Or the hat.
The silk robe and the hat.
I don't know. Well, I think we might only get one of these. In case we only get one, which one first?
The robe.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers, cold air sweeping on and off from the
The
balcony.
lieutenant takes out his
Oh,
notebook
okay.
and nods
Yep,
to
that
you
was the only
to
one we were
proceed.
getting.
You actually witnessed the lynching?
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
The man gives a solemn nod.
This is just the break we've been looking for.
Easy, detective. No need to jump to conclusions.
He eyes the spectacled man near the window, who smiles and spreads his hands.
Is it because you did it, Mr. Valdorain?
Oh, you're gonna threaten him with that? All right.
Because
No.
I did it?
Just wondering. Not
He's clearly
threatening
not a
in
man
any way.
accustomed to being spoken to in that manner, let alone to being accused of murder.
Oh, my apologies. I misspoke. I mean, what did you say?
Don't jerk my chain, paper jockey. You did it, didn't you?
My apologies. I misspoke.
But the paper jockey.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood. I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Interesting.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge? Like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
What happened?
I went back inside.
Yes, back inside. Keep yourself safe from the killing.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
With and women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity were they?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
What happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean, nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
You're right. That does seem strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So, let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself.
No, I
Did
didn't
you?
see the corpse until the following day.
It seems this wasn't the break you were hoping for. I think we have everything we need. Thank you for talking to us, Mr. Villedroit.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
Kidra.
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
Excuse me. What is this EPIS thing you keep talking about?
EPIS is a very special program developed by the Moral Intern to support certain Occidental nations. It began as a unified system of weights and measures, which proved to be a wild success. Nothing but kilograms and centimeters as far as the eye can see.
So it's a weird version of the UN, is kind of what I'm getting out of this.
It was such a wild success that we expanded it into an economic union for the processing of steel. Another success. And between you and me, the Moral Intern feels emboldened by this success. Emboldened to take EPIS to the next level.
Okay. But what does it stand for?
Why, it stands for progress and stability, like the Moral Intern as a whole.
No. What do the letters stand for?
It's been such a wild, extraordinary success thus far. We are very excited to take it to the next level.
You don't even hear the words I'm saying, do you?
A supranational political alliance. The United States of Occident.
Oh, there you go.
Ah, okay.
I mean, that's
Is it
not
going
it,
to-
but that explains more likely what it is, not what it stands for, though.
Is it going to be like this place here?
You mean Revachol? No, it's going to have transparent democracy.
All right.
So is Revachol going to be part of the EPIS?
It's one day going to be a candidate member of EPIS, sure.
Except that candidate members never become full members, do they?
Didn't you say candidate members never become full members?
No, candidate members do become members. Why do we even have the whole system in place if they don't? It just takes time. Time and evaluation. But we were talking about my friend here, not politics.
He chuckles gently.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
The man smiles.
What view? It's dark outside.
Listen,
He raises his hand.
A baby is crying in the neighboring apartment.
Okay, this is random. Someone's baby is crying.
Yeah, but he said listen, and your perception kicked in.
no,
Oh, okay.
listen.
He says again, looking outside.
The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen. But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkening glass.
I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Insulindian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
Yeah, it was Jake that got us together, right?
Yes, he was the one that introduced us.
Oh yeah, I'm just like, wait, was it Jacob that told me about you?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. And we've been good buddies ever since. What are they talking about? No one becomes friends that way.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
The man throws a quick glance at his watch.
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
Fine. But what's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
I had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
What's an official like you doing in Martinez?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
Okay, but what are you doing here in the apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here.
So wait, it was a... Yeah, okay, 12, so it's only 8
You could
now.
say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat.
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability.
He glances at his watch.
This is one of the main projects of the Moral Inter.
Tell me about Sir Luckleaf.
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS.
Not that
It is a
EPIS
great sponsor
again.
of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
Darling, that can't be an official designation.
That's nice of them.
Oh, yes. Sur-la-Clé is mega benevolent to its darlings.
What is it about this benevolence that makes you break out in sweat and want to run for the hills?
I've heard about the Moreland turn before, but I want to know more.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of High Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the coalition.
Mind
Ooh.
babies. Wow.
Mind baby.
What a
So we're
term.
actually working for the I can't speak all of a sudden. Moreland turn. That doesn't seem bad.
There are more nefarious powers to work for than the Moral Intel.
Are you a friend? Are you? What am I even reading? Came back to the Sunday friend. Are you a moralist?
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom? Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values?
Lieutenant, are you a moralist?
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Revachol.
A very moralist answer.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
But what about the rest of Revachol? Is it some part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
He gives you an approving nod.
It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D, none of the above. Is that moralism?
Is this option D usually the most reasonable answer?
It's usually the most boring one.
Not boring, my friend. Responsible. Moralism is all about compromise and achieving the achievable. It's pragmatic, realistic, and level-headed. An ideology for doers. Are you a doer, my friend? It looks to me like you are. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
And what do I call the coalition?
Your employer, technically speaking.
Oof.
The governing authority of Revachol. The RCM is but one part of this provisional administration.
And what is price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That clears everything up.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity. which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce. That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
This is fascinating, but I want to ask you something else.
But not too far below. No. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
You're not answering any of my questions at all.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Sure, give me a leaflet.
A sound monetary policy is essential
pawn it
for
off
addressing
later.
uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern.
By the way,
It's
welcome
the
to Talking
reason
to
why we
Politicians.
identify as a moralist.
They refuse to answer any questions and just dodge them.
But I don't
That's
have
kind
my
of what this
leaflets on me
caricature
today.
is, if you didn't
That's
get
too
it
bad.
already.
You can always
Yeah.
call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Transparency, but you won't answer any questions clearly.
Enough business. Let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Thanks. I have all I need.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Oh, so you were right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going anywhere. I just want to take a look around this apartment.
Sure, go ahead. It's a beautiful space. Let me know if you have any further questions.
Talk to him.
Was there anything else?
What?
Oh, we've got an error?
Uh,
Sure.
uh,
It looks like
thanks.
you can
I have.
Of course.
Thanks. I have all I
I'm sorry I
need.
couldn't be the break you were looking for. Good luck with the investigation.
All right.
Save just in case.
That's what I was just thinking. All right. It seems
So-
okay.
Okay. Let's go.
We're leaving? We're good?
Yep. Okay.
All right, so I think our next step is to try and get that thing unlocked, because we can send Kim to bed right now. Now that that's all out of the way, there's no reason that we absolutely need to keep him with us.
Kim, isn't it past your bedtime?
I think it's time for a snooze, Kim. But first, we'll talk to Lena, because she's kind of the key one we need first. And she's on the way.
But... Oh, you do have a point, officer. It is past 10 p.m. And I am feeling a little bit sleepy.
I mean, he was complaining before about us running all the time. We're getting some good cardio, you know?
Yeah.
Especially with this fashion we have on.
Yes.
Just a moment.
The old woman turns back to the cafeteria manager.
She's agitated, judging from the way she keeps pulling at the frayed edge of her blanket.
And there's no public phones nearby?
The closest phone booth is down the coast. Sorry for the inconvenience, ma'am.
The cafeteria manager appears genuinely apologetic.
It's fine, I understand. Thank you anyway. I'm glad to see you again, dear.
Sorry, ma'am. I didn't mean to eavesdrop on your conversation. Tell me how I might make it up to you.
Please don't trouble yourself about me, sweetie. I was just hoping to make a call, but the Whirling's phone line isn't working. The Union office probably has a phone, but I can't really get there. Or to the phone booth down the coast. And Gary's phone is dead too.
She sighs.
No mystery here. This is Clausia's handiwork. She cut the line.
But why would she cut the line?
To make, well, don't you remember? She said to like make her phone, make the phone call like sound different to make sure that like if people were overhearing her, you know, with a tapped phone line, it wouldn't sound like her.
Right, but
Or do you not buy that?
I'm not 100% sure if cutting the line would be the same thing as altering it. Why did you need to use the phone anyway?
To let the young woman who's house sitting for us know that we may be delayed. Morel, my husband, and our friend Gary were supposed to get back by Monday night, but they're still missing, and I haven't heard from them. I was also hoping she'd heard from Morel.
This seems more like a side thing, and I need to take care of my main. It's like in big bold letters. This is a side quest.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, okay. I'll bite. Has your husband gone missing before?
That's just it. This isn't like him at all. He always plans his expeditions so carefully.
A cold breeze hisses through dense thickets of reeds. Something sweet in it, somnolent. A damp chill goes down your spine. When you look around, you're still in the whirling in rags.
You have more important things to worry about.
She glances out the window toward the bay.
So, was your husband some kind of scientist?
Oh, yes. A zoologist. A cryptozoologist, to be more precise.
What is cryptozoology?
Only the best form of zoology.
It's a
Yeah.
pseudoscience that attempts to legitimize research into mythological beasts and urban legends.
Lieutenant sounds unimpressed.
That's one opinion, yes. And people are entitled to their opinions.
She's used to playing off such insults casually, but they still affect her.
My apologies, ma'am. I did not mean to undermine your hobby.
It's not a hobby, dear. It's a subfield of zoology, one specializing in animal species that are so exceedingly rare that many assume them to be extinct or even fictitious. Searching for such species called cryptids is difficult and often thankless, and frankly, many scientists are too lazy to do it. Universities these days are rarely interested in supporting real research.
Do we have anything to boost suggestion?
I believe suggestion is one of the few things we have a lot for.
Yay! Boost it, boost it, boost it!
We also need to take off this, like, weird kimono robe thing, because it's causing all sorts of problems. Because I think it's giving us minus. Oh, no. No, it's the hat that's doing that.
Oh, okay.
Put on that Dick Mullen hat. That's minus one suggestion. Nope. 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 Nope.
Nothing?
I thought we had stuff for it. Ah, there's one.
Okay.
Alright, so we had two. So we had to boost to
Okay.
two.
What's it at now?
42!
I didn't notice you
Ooh,
first.
that's better. Let's try that.
You're
Aw.
an enthusiastic
Aw.
idiot, but you're still an idiot.
Ouch! Suggestion, why?
I want to know everything about cryptids, living cryptids, extinct cryptids, marine cryptids, land cryptids, Bring it on!
We
Cryptid
don't have time
me!
for Cryptozoology 101. Let's get back to work, shall we?
Aw, Kim!
Aw.
What a buzzkill.
Kim, you suck. I was ready to get my cryptid on, and you're all like, oh no, we need to be professional.
Kuno would let me do it.
What's this expedition your husband was on?
Just some field work, sweetie. Morel is a highly trained scientist. He and his assistant Gary are studying an extremely rare species of insect. But they should have returned by now. They were just going down the coast across the waterlock to set a few traps. He said they'd be back on Monday. What could be keeping them?
The waterlock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Wait, who is this Gary person? And why do you trust him?
Oh, sweetie, it's nothing like that. Gary's as loyal as they come. I trust him with my husband's life any day.
The waterlock is on the other side of the coast. It's broken. They're probably just stuck over there.
Oh my. What happened to the waterlock?
I really don't know.
Well, whatever the cause, I'm thankful. To both of you. You've spared me another sleepless night.
You're welcome, ma'am.
I hate to ask, but if your investigation takes you to the other side of the coast, please do keep an eye out for my husband.
This will surely lead to a cryptozoological mystery with that extremely rare insect.
I like this plan.
Yes!
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the waterlock's been repaired. And it's cold out there.
If I see him, I'll let him know you're here. When or if I get there.
Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Oh, shit. She's less worried about her husband, so we get a boost. And apparently that also unlocks it.
Yay! Try again!
There's
Hey!
really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
Hey, Lena. I'd be happy to hear about... So, it's a little bit blurry. I'd be happy to hear about some of the cryptids that you've studied. Could you tell me about a couple of them?
Is Kim gonna be a buzzkill? Or a buzz Kim?
Or a Buzz
I'm
Killington?
delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
One cryptid, not a couple. One. This won't turn into some kind of cryptid extravaganza.
Damn it, Kim! We'll make it a cryptid extravaganza if we can.
You know!
I like the sound of that.
You know something! This seems like the work of an enemy stand!
That bug is a stand.
Sky high!
Oh my fucking god.
Okay, Kim. Just one little cryptid. I promise.
He nods and assumes a waiting posture. Cryptids, cryptids. Let's hear about all the interesting cryptids. Ooh,
That's weird.
tough choice there.
That's weird for Electrochem to do that. I wouldn't have expected
What?
that to be them.
What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Coconur.
She says as if it's common
The
knowledge.
giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Coconur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What kind of strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
She doesn't elaborate on the nature of this luminous any farther.
And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable.
Hui. No animal can be that large. It's a mirage.
That's what makes it so peculiar. A species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more.
I just looked up Giant of Kokonor, and that does not seem to be a real cryptid. That seems to be one made up for Disco.
Well, yeah, because Disco isn't Earth.
Oh, that's right.
You forgot about that?
What's the time? Wait. Hold on. Can we learn more about cryptids on the next episode of Disco Elysium?
Spread all the cryptid love around. Let's go.